There have been multiple reports that the Biden administration has slowed arms transfers to Israel, including of direct attack munitions and potentially some other weaponry. Can you confirm that? And if not, why not?
So we don't comment on specific cases. What I can say, and we have been saying, and we will reiterate from here, is that our commitment to Israel's security is ironclad. I know my colleague from NSC was asked the same question a couple times from your colleagues, and we just don't have anything to say beyond what I just laid out. Okay. So, look, the president is really busy. Obviously, he probably catches up during the day, like many of us here. But look, the president's going to focus on the American people. That's his focus.
Can you, Karine, say declaratively that no one in the Biden administration knew about the latest hostage and ceasefire deal proposal that Egypt and Qatar negotiated with Hamas before Hamas said that it had accepted it yesterday?
Here's what I can say. Look, these are extremely difficult. This is an extremely difficult process. It just is. And you have negotiations being conducted through intermediaries, right, in Doha and also in Cairo, and so that is just where we are. They're difficult times. They're a difficult process, and so that's what I can speak to. That's what I can say.
I guess I just want to get to the fundamental question, which is we all recognize these are difficult times. There's been too much loss on all sides. Everybody agrees. But in the simplest of terms, can you say declaratively that no one in this administration was involved in some deal that was accepted by Hamas yesterday without having been previously communicated to Israel?
What I can say, this is an extremely difficult process. It is.
Why can't the U.S. just say declaratively from the White House podium that the U.S. was not doing any side deals that Israel didn't know about?
A side deal? No, absolutely not. I didn't know that was the question. I can say absolutely not. No, there was no side deal.
So what Hamas accepted yesterday is not a proposal the U.S. had ever heard before Hamas presented it.
Look, throughout this process, here's what I can say. American diplomats have been engaged with our Israeli counterparts on this throughout this process. There was no side deal. I didn't realize that was the question you were asking me. Absolutely not.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul made a controversial comment yesterday at the Milken Institute Global Conference while discussing the need to bring AI jobs to black and brown communities. She said, right now we have young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. What is the White House response to that?
I'm going to be super mindful. I have not heard these comments, so I want to make sure I go back, read the comments, and get a sense of what was happening here. So I don't want to comment and be really mindful speaking at this podium on behalf of this president. So I just want to go back and see exactly. I know you're reading an excerpt or a line from what she said, but I just want to be super, super mindful here. The Secretary of Education put out a letter, a Dear Colleague letter that went out to universities talking about Title VI and giving examples of anti-Semitism, but also was very clear about the hate that we have been seeing more broadly, anti-Semitism, anti-Israel, anti-Muslim, anti-Palestinian. We have seen that across campuses, across the country, obviously, in communities.